Ah, there we go. We did it again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes of all teenagers, welcome to tonight's stream. We're back. We are back. Nice to be here. As you can see, I haven't done anything since the last stream. I ended up not being home pretty much all day yesterday. So no progress has been made, but on the bright side, that means that we can get it all done together on stream. Glad to be back. Today, we are finishing up the last of the checkpoints we need to build, and also building out the Sharecropper section right behind the town hall over here. So let's go ahead and jump on in and get started. We're gonna go all up in here. Nice to be back. Nice to see you, Ranger Bravo. Glad to have you. And now we get to wait 5 minutes while it loads in. Of course. Ugh. Oh boy, come on. Doesn't need to take this long. Already got into the game. We did the hard part. We jumped into the game already. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. We're gonna go... We're gonna set our time right and make sure the weather's good. There we go. Now it should be good for a bit. Now it should be good for a bit. Okay, we've got one more checkpoint to finish, and it's the big checkpoint in between the between two gates on this side of the wall. And then we've got this whole section in here that we're turning into Sharecropper land. Ooh, a lag spike. Uh-oh. We're scanning the wrong... it seems we're scanning the wrong things over here. It's not the first time I've run into this issue. It just is annoying that it's an issue I run into. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to go ahead and exit out of this, which is terrible. To answer your question, I didn't eat any popcorn last night because I came home and basically just fell asleep. So it's all still here. It's all still here. But by the end of tonight, at the very least, the 2-gallon bag of popcorn I got yesterday, that'll be gone. That'll be gone by the end of tonight for sure. All right, let's try and jump back in here. It's annoying when this happens. Doesn't happen all the time, but occasionally, because this settlement is just too large, when I go to... Oh, hold on. Are we good? Oh, we were already... Okay, interesting. Interesting. So your settings stay when you just exit the game, but not exit to desktop. Interesting. Sorry. Occasionally, when I load into the game, and I load a bunch of the chunks of this settlement at the same time, the game decides I'm not looking at the object I'm looking at. I'm actually looking at an object 200 meters away from me, and it's letting me interact with it for some reason. I don't know. It's not a great implementation. And I don't know how that would work, but apparently it does. Anyway, this right here is the last checkpoint we've got to build. It's going to be the biggest of the checkpoints for sure. So let's get started with it. Let's see what we've got. See what we've got here. No, we're going to start way down here. Landscaping, retaining walls, sidewalks. I'm going to use these nice brick pieces. There we go. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Sorry, I'm just finding a couple things out here on my own that I guess aren't important at all for me to discuss. So, it's not really worth it. But, let's see here. I've already used you. Nice. We might be able to cover most of this section. Ah, yes, of course. We got that concern. Okay. Well. Here's what we'll do. Because I'd like to use those, but before we go ahead and actually do use those, I want to make sure everything is properly aligned on the proper axes. All right, so 8, 7, 6. We'll go 6.5. Yeah. 6.25. $16.32. That's what we want to work with. Go down here. Okay. Now it's all aligned on the axis properly. Which will make the rest of this a lot easier. All right. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not perfectly in line with this building, but that's fine. This building isn't perfectly aligned on the XY axis. Not my biggest concern. All right, we're gonna have a similar setup to. Well, I mean, we're gonna do our best to have the exact same setup to all of the other checkpoints that we've got. This one's just gonna be bigger, which means we're going to include some more stuff in it. Well, Ranger, that's not a bad thing. It's an interesting way to phrase it, but it's not a bad thing. Hope you got a chance to go to church yesterday, because I did, and it was awesome. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Same height as warehouse walls. Aha, well. Okay. That'll be interesting right there. What I'm most interested in is making sure we can get the roof pieces attached properly so that they're in the right position. Okay, so what is off about this? It is very slightly the wrong angle. Okay, so it was 0.4 degrees off. That's fine. .4 degrees off. That is an easy enough fix. All right, cool. All right, this will give me all of the layout I need for the beams. And then once we've got the beams placed, we'll put in the actual roof. Yeah, why not do the double beams? Why not? We got the space for it. gonna need to put a couple beams on the interior. Very likely. Oh, actually, no. I forgot. I forgot how narrow the interior actually was. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine there. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and figure out the direction we're going to place the roof. Snappy shell kit roofs, flat roofs. And we need this angle first. Alright, that's very doable. And a couple more. Here we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, do I want to put... Yeah, I kind of already got the whole system set up. I won't do it for this section because there's got to be some way to get in and out of the checkpoint, but I'll go ahead and work on it for this back section over here. I'll place the last two sets of warehouse supports if I can. If not, it's not the end of the world. Actually, no, I won't, so that there's a way we can use this staircase that we built up here as well. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That works. That works well. In that case, we'll just worry about the ledges next. And you're right. If you end up not being able to make it to church, you can read your Bible at home. But you know, it's a healthy thing to do. Very healthy thing to do. Might be one of the few healthy things I actually do right now, but it is a healthy thing to do. Interesting. What do we have here? Let's try and figure this guy out. All right, that's good there. Okay. Well, at least it's covered up on this section. It's not poking through anything, you know? That works better. Okay, got all the ledges for the roof taken care of. Now, we go ahead and work on the actual lights on the interior. Just bulbs. We don't worry about double lighting. These are meant to be temporary structures. Well, semi-temporary structures. All right, cool. Cool. Nice. All right, now we just worry about the actual using of the space. So to start this, let's see. We're going to need a lot of stairs. Lots of stairs. I imagine the easiest way will be to go ahead and, instead of keeping this whole section open, and keep only one half or the other open in order to create the space. So I'll go ahead and keep this open, put the stairs on this side. And then over here, we'll do the same. We'll open up through there. Ah. Okay, never mind. We're gonna need a different kind of stairs over here. Oh, look at that. Sanctuary stuff. That's cool. It's very cool. Alright, that'll do. Now I really do want it to be level, don't I? Really do. Okay. Okay, that'll do. That'll work well. That will work well for our purposes. Then we'll close this section up. So I guess I probably should put the double posts, shouldn't I? Let's see, can I just snap posts to each other? No? Okay. Well, that sucks. Alright then. In that case, I'll just freehand them. They're not the worst thing in the world to freehand. Nice. Alright, we got you. And... oh, we're so close. There we go. Alright, that's good. That's good. That'll do. Oh, that'll do great. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, so we've got the entrance here. I can close those sections off. Then we got the big entrance over here. I can close that one. I don't have to worry about the posts, really. Okay. Okay, now it's just a matter of freehand placing a bunch of these things. Need 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of the barricades. All right. 11 barricades. Yeah, that would be fences, barriers and platforms, and these boys. Although, I could cut down a little bit. I could have 3 of these be turned into, ooh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll have 3 of them turned into the, instead of these barricade plates, I'll have them be the actual guard post ones. The guard post ones with the Minutemen logo on them from the specials tab. I forget which mod adds that, but it's somewhere in my list of 54, I think 54, settlement mods. You guys are pretty intelligent. You can figure out which one it is. So I'll replace this one, and then I think those 2 at the back I'll replace as well, so this guy's actually going to be moving. Alright, that's good. That's good. We got you. Not that we need you, because I know there's the reinforced wall right there, but it's not flush against the reinforced wall like that one is over there. And I don't want to risk that. Okay. What I do like is, you know, the walls are short enough here that you could reasonably assume some amount of repair work could be done on these turrets. Some amount of it, at least. Okay. And this one's got to get changed a little bit. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. Lots of, you know, congratulatory language over here. All right, that works well. All right, beautiful. That will work wonderfully. Is that good? It's close. That's close. All right, closer than we previously were, at least. That's helpful. Oh, interesting. There's a 64 unit difference. Very interesting. That's only interesting to me. I understand that, but still interesting. Regarding, sorry, I don't know if I don't know, you know, when you sent that message, Ranger, but regarding sins and food, I mean, there's the sin of gluttony. Yeah, you know, overindulgence in general is not a good thing. But gluttony can apply to more than just food. Yes, it is often described with food allegories because that's the easiest one for people to realize, but gluttony is any overindulgence in something that is otherwise good for you. Yeah, so, I mean, if we're just talking like the big ones, you know, of the 7 deadly sins, you're gonna find gluttony as the closest one when it comes to food parables, or parallels rather, not parables. Of course, always happy to help. Interesting question, but you know, I'm always interested to help. Okay, yeah, this one could use a second. We're gonna see about doing that. Hey, Al, good to see you. We're doing well. We're doing well. Exactly. I want Y there. Okay, hold on. There we go. I want Y minus 10, X 10. There we go. Okay, come on. Are we good? Okay, that's good. That's good. I've got a little bit of movement I need to make with it, but otherwise we're doing just fine. Great. All right, now we've just got the three Minutemen barricades to place up. Then we'll be good. We can do a little bit of decoration on the interior here. We can have two separate checkpoint entrances. In fact, I think I'll just do... Yeah, I might end up doing two Minutemen barricades instead of 3. Which means it'd be good to have one of these guys. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we'll place this guy right here. So that would be X32. Oh, no, not angle, just the actual placement. X32, 32, and 32. Great, a lot closer. A lot closer. Alright, that's a cool idea, Ranger. A very cool idea. I do like that a lot. Alright, great. Got that one in place. And now we'll go ahead and hook one around over there. Alright, cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Eventually, when we do have NPCs that we need to bring into town, we'll go ahead and set at least 2 of them here, plus all the ones for the other locations. We'll set them up at the guard posts. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's see, 47 minutes in. Ooh. That's sorry to hear that, Al. Hope it's nothing too serious. You know, feel free to talk about it if you're interested in doing so. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Well, that's terrible. That really sucks, man. I don't know how to respond to that. That's really bad. That's really bad. All right, there we go. We'll have the double table there, and we'll have a single table set up back here. Let's see. Called another guy. He's charging more. Yeah, I understand those concerns. I would say the immediate, take my advice for what it is, which is to say, take it with a grain of salt, because I'm clearly not in your situation, and I wouldn't presume to know all of the minute details here. What I would say is the immediate problem that needs to get fixed is obviously the flood of poop water. So whatever's the fastest fix for that, go for that first and foremost. Even if this is something you could fix, there's also the fact that it is being flooded with poop water that needs to be taken care of, which is which is more than just, you know, do you know how to do it mechanically? So whatever the fastest solution to that would be, I would then also make sure that you inform the landlord, hey, I got it taken care of. I expect, you know, whatever it might be. Maybe to be paid back for it because it's not actually your job to do, and I imagine that your lease says that this is not something that you should have to do. There's all kinds of legal ways to go about this. Maybe a reimbursement, maybe a discount on your rent for X amount of time until the thing is paid back. There's a variety of ways to go about it. And then on top of that, start gaining some of these skills. If this is something that you're bothered by, if this is something that you wish, you know, you were able to change on your own, that you had your own capability with, start picking up some of these skills. There's a YouTube video for just about every kind of skill that exists. So I would start there if you're looking to learn any of these things. I've run into a few of these concerns on my own. I'm certainly not the most handy person in the world, but beyond having some really good resources, some friends and family who know what to do, I've also gone ahead and decided, okay, well, before I reach out to them, I want to know if it's something I can fix first, and then I'll see, you know, like I'll go ahead and check online. Okay, are there videos to show me how to solve this sort of issue? If so, you know, how difficult of a thing would it be? All the stuff. But if you are concerned about that, you know, there's a way to do it. It'll take time, and it's not going to be an overnight, like, oh, I just know everything now. But let me tell you, man, when you first put to practice a skill that you learned on your own, it's really nice, especially when it's a more of a handyman kind of skill. It's really nice, but it takes time. It's not everyone grows up learning these things, because not everyone's in a situation where they need to, and so, you know, you really shouldn't beat yourself up about this. You really shouldn't. That's not the healthy approach. But I understand the concern. I mean, there's also that. You could take up Ranger's. You could take up the Ranger's offer, living rent free with him. There is that as well. Okay, I think this is pretty solid for the table setup. I'm trying to think. Do I need more than this? I shouldn't. This should be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, let's go for the containers. We're almost an hour in, and I haven't started the Sharecropper stuff. Oh boy. Let's get a move on. Now that I've got the table set up, this should be a very, very speedy process. I have absolutely no idea why every game is so loud. I have no idea. What, on your computer, do you listen to most things at 100, like, are your default computer settings at 100% volume? Because I don't like to play that way. I've got my default computer settings to 20% volume, and then I just modify the individual apps and everything on my soundboard to my right, because I've got very sensitive hearing. So yeah, I understand. I know what it's like, man. Games are a little too loud, but I don't know. Don't know how much I can, how much assistance I can give there. I think I'll put the guns up here, actually. The guns in the duffel bag. Yeah, I like that. It also helps take up some of the table space, because I've only got so many things I can use to decorate this with that actually fit in the space. And of course we've got an emergency first aid kit we gotta place somewhere. Maybe a couple, given the size of the checkpoint. It can accommodate. And we want the writing chairs. There we go. Scaver writing chairs. All right, the guy's here. Good to know. Good to know that the guy's here. Which guy? Are we talking the guy that was originally supposed to be sent out, or did you, or is this the guy that was asking an enormous price? All right, that's nice. All right, let's get this table detailed. OC decorator, office and lounge, office goodies. Ooh, actually, before I do the rest of the OC decorator stuff, I should go grab that radio. Well, both types of radios, but certainly I should grab the ham radio. We'll only need one actual radio in this section, because it'll be loud enough for the whole section. That'll be good. Now we'll head on back over to Homemaker and OC Decorator. Odd in what capacity? I mean, it fits it does fit the style of all the other checkpoints I've got going on. Is it just that is it just odd because the angle of it? I don't know. I don't know. I think it works fine. I'm open to hearing your reasoning, though, for sure. Oh, well, yeah, okay, that's fine. I get that. I get that. I'm just trying to make sure that there's as much room to actually use the table. Not that NPCs really interact with tables as a principle, but when I build out a table, the more cluttered it is, the more it has to be. There has to be a reason for it to be super cluttered, and like looking at all the things that are at all the other checkpoint sections. You know, you've got the typewriter for writing up reports. You've got file folders and boxes of files for, you know, for documents for all the people that have come into the town that aren't actually, you know, that aren't just actual citizens of the town, you know, any travelers or anything. And you need the ham radios in order to contact other checkpoints or to contact the garrison, which I know the garrison's right here, but still, protocol is protocol. There's a lot of stuff that's got to go on the table. And you know, I mean, I know it's a static object, but just because it's a static object doesn't mean that the idea of it being interacted with doesn't work. Like it's more so there just for table space. I've got all sorts of things placed at odd angles here on my desk just for table space. I've got an odd angle for my audio mixer because it's a larger audio mixer. I've got an odd angle for my stream deck. You know, it happens. It happens. I get that though. Sure, just as a static object, it is a bit strange. Yeah, two-way radio mod would be interesting. Very interesting. Although I don't know how useful that would be in a single-player game. That's true. Fallout New Vegas does, but what's the functionality of a two-way radio in Fallout New Vegas? That's the question generally. What is the functionality, and how does the player utilize it? Because I know the object exists. The object existing isn't the problem. For lore reasons, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that the NCR has a lot of two-way radios. I mean, Fallout 4 kind of solves that with the different kinds of flares that you can use. You've got the mortar strike flares. You've got the Institute relays, which are I guess those are grenades, but still, you've got the Institute relays. You've got emergency flares from the Brotherhood. A radio does make more sense, for sure. A whole lot more sense. But they do have an object that occupies the same use case, for sure. And I would argue fits the overall technological aesthetic of Fallout 4 better than two-way radios do. Two-way radios work well for New Vegas, because you have of course the New California Republic, which are more or less they've rebuilt themselves to something resembling an old world nation, and have much of the technological advances of the old world, and radios would not be the most difficult thing for a technologically restored nation to go ahead and work with. But way out here on the other coast, on the opposite side of the country, where you actually have to go and activate different radio towers in order to get a signal from a lot of different places. It's I don't know. Seems like it would be a little bit more difficult to achieve on the East Coast, just because Bethesda is obsessed with the East Coast being in perpetual apocalyptic state. I think that is by no means, I'm not saying that Bethesda has a good reason for not implementing the radio or the two-way radio. I'm saying they have a reason, and it fits with the aesthetic that they generally go for with all of their games. Yeah, the mortar does have limited reach, which is why you have to set up a series of mortars. What doesn't have a limited reach, though, are the Institute relays and the Brotherhood emergency Vertibird beacons. Those don't have limits. Again, I agree. It would be useful, but I don't know if it would fit in with the overall technological aesthetic that Bethesda is saying that the East Coast has access to. What Bethesda has said through environmental storytelling is that the East Coast is significantly inferior in terms of technological advancement and restoration to the West Coast. And the reason they have done so is explicitly and exclusively to perpetually keep an ongoing wasteland in their games. All right, I think that works well for detailing these checkpoint spots. I like it. I like that. We've got just over half our time left here. We've got just over half our time left here, and I believe we should be able to set up the sharecropper stuff in that amount of time. We're going to use the majority of this back section, ladies, just for the actual sharecropping itself. So we're going to have mute fruit, razor grain, and I believe the third one I was going for was gourds or melons, one of the two. Let me go ahead and check the hen house. Yeah, I'll go check the hen house. Also, I don't think I mentioned this last stream on Saturday. I did finish detailing all of the groceries inside the hen house. I only went for the top 2 rows because the bottom row is simply the bottom 2 are simply impractical to go ahead and place anything on. But yeah, we've got all the food products. They're all here. They're all here. Even cans of potted meat, whatever that is. But yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, so yeah, melons, razor grain, and mute fruit. Wonderful. Wonderful. Melons, razor grain, mute fruit. Awesome. But I went with those 3 because melons, razor grain, and mute fruit produce the largest amount of food per planted object. So I wanted to give as much opportunity as I could for food to be generated through these. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go resources, food. I'm going to start with the mute fruits. All right, and we're just gonna line up to this one. We're going to go with 2 rows and then a footpath. Not actually a footpath, but a space in between that can be very easily traveled. And we'll go 2 rows and a footpath, 2 rows and a footpath at the end. All right, razor grain next. Yeah. This guy. Don't know how we're going to place it, but we will. We'll figure it out. That's for sure. Ooh, we might only have to go 1 row for these with how large the razor grain is itself. That's doable. Charberries would have been interesting, but that would have meant keeping some of the swamped area, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not hold on to swampland. Ah, that's the problem we're having. Oh, come on. Alright, that's a straight enough line for our purposes. It's not a perfectly straight line by any means, but it's a straight enough line for our purposes. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Now we'll do a row of gourd. Or rather, melon. Gourd is just a funnier name. Ah. There we go. Right time and everything. Yeah, these guys are a little difficult to plant just right. I want to limit my use of console commands on our food resources, for the simple fact that I don't want to ruin the animations if I can help it. Some of them get really wacky when you mess around with them too much. Come on, don't be like that. Ah, fine, I won't worry about you. You just do your thing. You just do your thing. I should go ahead and try and block this section up now, shouldn't I? Really should. Yeah, X 128. Another 128. Alright, I think that's good, and that doesn't intrude on any of these rooms, right? No, we're good? Wonderful. Does it intrude on the basement? Let's go and see. No, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. Very good on that section. Alright, wonderful. Now we'll go ahead and build the Sharecropper warehouse section. We've got to have a big warehouse here. I should probably also fence in all of this stuff, shouldn't I? That would be smart. That'd be very intelligent of me. Alright, structures, fences. I guess wire fence makes sense. Yeah, we'll put in a gate. And here's what we'll do. Come on. Seriously? We're going to move these guys out of the way, for sure. We need to find somewhere else entirely to place these when we're done. Alright, yeah, we'll place that there. I like that. On the other end, go ahead and work the rest of this out. Actually, there we are. All right. Now we'll link it back up to this section. There we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Got all that fenced in. Okay. I could have probably used these guys, but that would have just been a little too... I don't know. I think that would have been a little too aggressive. I like this. I like the fact that it's actually, you know, fence that's used in other farms on the map in this game. I like it. I like it. Okay, we have just about half of our time left. Wonderful. I'm going to go and place these guys over here for now. We're going to use this section to build out our big sharecrop warehouse. I'm not going to worry about placing individual... well, not a ton. I'm not going to worry about placing a ton of individual food items. I'll just make sure to... I'll place a bunch of crates and say, oh yeah, all of our harvested goods, they're in here. In these crates. Because it makes sense you wouldn't want them just sort of sitting out if they're not, you know, in a grocery store. You wouldn't want them just sitting out there to be messed with. You'd want to make sure that they're being taken care of course. Alright, now because I want to be extra super duper safe and make sure that everything lines up exactly perfectly on the XY axis, I'm going to first go ahead and attach to one of these sidewalk pieces. And we'll go from there with the warehouse. We're going to use warehouse floor. In fact, we might... we barely ever used the actual warehouse construction. We might use it. I don't know. I like the idea of more of a well, the word just escaped me. I really do like the idea of more of a colonial warehouse where you would use brick. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely use some warehouse floors if we can. We'll use these guys. These guys are cool. I like the warehouse floor pieces quite a lot. All right. We got you there, and we'll move you in. Alright, cool. The warehouse will go from there over. Come on. Do we have any? No, we don't have any 45-degree angle pieces. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We don't need any 45-degree angle pieces per se for this section. It just would, you know, look pretty good if we had them. Ugh. The mystical... I'll check it here in just a second. So, if you look on my screen, there's, whenever I go to click on something, there's a mystical object 001F4A77. I don't know what that object is, but it just says that it's basically everywhere surrounding the exterior of the town hall. It's just there. It's not something I can interact with, and I have to raise the object into the sky before I can go ahead and change it. But I've had this problem basically all of the time that I've spent on this building, and I don't know what it is. It's like exclusively surrounding this built-up section around the town hall itself. That's all. That's the only place that it is, and I don't know what it's supposed to be. But it's something. It's a thing. That's about it. It's a thing. All right, we can go with these guys, right? Actually, no, that's a little too close. Okay, we'll stick with the full blocks. That does help, you know. Does actually help with the placement of everything to just stick with the full block bits. Yeah, this is going to be a warehouse space. We're not going to get too crazy, too fancy with all the interior decoration. It's going to be large. It's going to basically be an open space. An open interior at least. We're going to have some windows, but not too much. You don't want too much light exposure on this interior, all that kind of stuff. But first, we want to set up the foundation so that it all fits together and actually still looks like it's part of the same build. Probably would have been smart to start with these, but okay. For simplicity, we'll just do the rest of these up here. Then I'll come back around for this section. Come on. 2 more bits. It's not that hard. 2 more bits. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Sorry, just got like a bug bite or something on my shoulder. Ah. Man. With all the crazy weather that's been happening out here in the Midwest, we get a bunch of on the days where it's not insane, we get a bunch of bugs crawling out from the just soaked wet the soaked land, and they start flying around. It gets humid. They start actually moving places, and then you just get a bunch of bites that you don't know why they exist. Like, you could be wearing jeans all day and you'll get home and it's like, oh, I guess I've got 6 bug bites now. Wonderful. That's fun. It's interesting living out here. It's interesting. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's beautiful out here. And it's sane out here, but it's still a bit crazy. It's still its own type of craziness. All right, I think we're gonna do a nice big dark brick warehouse. I like the dark brick contrasted against the town hall. I like it a lot. All right, we're gonna start by just going with a bunch of these plain ones. Why would we start like that? Because I don't exactly know where I'm gonna place windows yet, and I want to get a sense for the size of the place before I have to worry about that. Okay. I do know we're going to have a doorway here. That's kind of the only thing I know about this space, is we're going to have a big doorway over here. Ah. And we're going to use the big double door section. Ooh, actually, you know what might be interesting to use? Yeah. We will use the garage. Where is it? We use the garage door. Yeah, we'll use the big garage doorway. That'll be cool. Use this guy. Awesome. Very awesome. Okay. We're going 2 floors. I don't want to go larger than the town hall. But it can't be a small warehouse either. It's got to be, you know, something that could last through the winter, if it's a particularly harsh winter or something. And have plenty of storeroom in here. All right, once again, we're gonna build up with our basic walls in here, just to get a feel for the shape of things. All right. Yeah, we'll put a roof over top of this, and it'll be an angled roof as well. But if this is the space we've got, what are we going to work on here? What's this going to look like? Let's go for the gable walls, theme 3. Ooh, I'd like to use these. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with a low roof. Or, because this section is wider, we'll go with the low roof over here, high roof on that section, and have this one just have to connect into that one. Yeah, yeah, that'll do. That'll do well. We will go ahead and probably block off the actual roof interior here, because we do want to be able to use wallpapers, and wallpapers do not work on the gabled walls for no good reason. For no good reason. Okay. Okay, yeah. I like that. I like that. Looks good. Now, I do want to set up what the second floor is going to look like, because, you know, we're going to need to store things on both floors here. Bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. Not cardboard, you know, a bunch of crates. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Okay. So we're going to go for the floors, but wait, there's more. We'll start with one of these guys, because I know I'm going to reuse you for something later. For a bunch of things later. But then we're switching back over to the warehouse, and we're going to use the warehouse floors. Yeah, it's going to be these guys. All right, cool. Cool. Now, where am I going to place those stairs? Probably over here. We'll cut you out. We'll place you. This should let you know, oh, we're using the angled stairs. Yes, we are. We're using the curve. Well, I say curve. We're using the right angle stairs from the Deco kit. We're just not going to put any of the paneling below. And we'll use the older ones because, you know, it's a warehouse. Things get torn up here. Things get torn up and used out in this zone. All right, beautiful. Hugs the corner perfectly. Now I need to replace that, but that's okay. Great. Now, do I really like all of... not really. No. Not really. Here's what we'll do. We'll cut it off here. We'll just have that, the section from there over be 2 floors. This section we'll just have it as 1 floor and just stack it all real high. Nothing crazy. At the time and the weather, wonderful. We've got a few things we need to work on over here. We've got railing to do, but we've also got some support beams to place. All right, nice. Nice. Okay, now we'll go ahead and place the railing up here. And go back to shell kit for that. All right. Yeah, nice. Nice. I considered putting in shelving units, but with all the trouble we've had with placing objects in shelving units and the fact that we've only got 1 hour left for the build, probably not the best idea. Probably not the best idea. Let's go to wallpapers. Well, actually, no. Now that I've got everything built up, where do I want to place the windows? We'll place some windows over here. Yeah. Put a window in between those. Oh. Yeah, those 2 will be windows. That'll be a window. We'll do the same on this side, probably. Yeah. Yeah, that would look good. And then, do we need anything on this back wall? Probably not, because it just goes right on over there. But if we did, got 4 blocks worth of space for it, so yeah, we could. Here's how we'll do it. Here's how it'll go. Leave an empty space. And go from there. Yeah, okay. Okay, I like that. We won't have any on the first floor because we don't need them. These aren't, these aren't... This is a big warehouse space. This space isn't going to be used for anything except storing objects. I don't need windows on the floor. Oh. Just use this guy a bunch of times. Alright, any more? No, we're good? Okay, how does that look from the outside? Ooh, I like that already. I like that already. That looks cool. Okay, let's continue. Ooh, I could place that in the... No, I won't. I was gonna say, I could place that in the center, but I don't want to mess with the stairs. The stairs are annoying enough to try and place. It's not worth my time. Okay, now we want a wallpaper. We're gonna use one of the concrete interior wallpapers. It's very warehouse looking. We'll start with the windows. We've only got 6 of those. Yeah, we'll go with this. I do like the yellow stripe. The yellow stripe cinder block pattern is pretty cool. What it shows to me is that this structure was likely at one point reconstructed with a brick veneer instead of an actual brick structure. That's what it shows. And that would have been a pre-war reconstruction. With repairs having been done, of course, by the Minutemen. And at some point within the last 9 years of my story's continuity. We got that up there. And then a bunch of them downstairs. Come on, don't be like that. Another point on that weird object code that is just kind of sort of floating, and I can't actually get rid of it. As you can see, inside of this structure, it doesn't exist. It's as if it's just part of the natural, it's just part of the environment, and as soon as I build something over it, it just decides to vanish. I don't know what it is, but it's very strange and I don't like it. Oh, we went way too far. There we are. Oh, come on. All right. Yep, that works. Like I said, we'll put a roof on the, not a roof. We'll put a ceiling in, and then we'll go from there. Do I need pillars? I probably do need some interior pillars, don't I? Okay. Instead of my standard stone pillar interior, I think I'm gonna go back and use the warehouse supports. We'll go for 4 of them. I don't really care that they're all in order. I just care that we've got the right number of them. All right. That'll do. Then we'll do the same. Ooh, come on. There we go. Awesome. And then up top, we'll go ahead and place in our ceiling. And we'll go in and start placing all of our crates and everything. Yeah, we're going to be using these. Because they do complete the warehouse aesthetic very well. All right, wonderful. Now, those don't want to reach. So I'm going to make sure that they reach. Oh, I know exactly why they don't want to reach. It's because there's supposed to be a floor in between them. They're not supposed to be stacked just on top of each other. Okay, well, not going to be too concerned about that. We'll just go ahead and continue. All right, beautiful. And, yeah, you're floating, aren't you? You're floating. Okay. Well, we can solve that by placing supports underneath you, I guess. Or doing that, yeah. All right, cool. Ooh. And up here, we'll continue the supports up to the top. Yeah, nice. Nice, that works great. That works great. Let's go ahead and put in that roof, just because I know this roof's going to bug me if I don't do it. We could go with this because, I mean, this is technically the right brick color, but I don't really know how this would look. Haven't used this guy before. We can give it a shot, see how it looks, and then run from there. Here's how we'll solve this. Raise you. Place you on. Oh, come on. I know you work. Really? Okay. Fine. All right, great. Now, oh man, these things are absurdly massive. Okay, won't worry about that then. All right. I know that it's phases in there, but that's okay. That's okay. You know what? I don't hate it. I do not hate the brick look. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean the red roof look. Obviously, I don't hate the brick look. Otherwise, what did I build this entire settlement out of? All right, great. Love that. Wood trim. How much time we got? We've got 45 minutes. Plenty of time to place a bunch of crates. Are you kidding me? Plenty of time to place nothing but crates. Great. This is an awesome structure. Very happy with it. Very colonial warehouse. Very solid. All right, let's actually get to the decorating part. Decorating part's kind of important. Now, we don't want to put too much light in here. Again, we want... This is a warehouse space to keep perishable food goods. Windows are okay. They just have to be placed properly. And too much light, too much exposure to the elements, and these things will just perish. They are called perishables, after all. All right, Homemaker decorations, miscellaneous, maybe somewhere in warehouse supplies. Yes, okay. Okay, we want these guys. These wooden crates. All right, cool. Sadly, they cannot stack, much as I'd like them, or rather, they cannot snap. They can stack fine. They don't snap together, much as I'd like them to. Certainly would make this process a whole lot easier. Alright, this is going to be a lot of wooden crates, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be interesting. Looks like we're having trouble actually getting them to place. They need to be rotated, I guess. I guess rotation's not going to work too well. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, rotation doesn't solve any problems here, but it assists. I do like that, at least to some degree, placing the objects on top of each other is mostly automated. I do enjoy that. Okay, it looks like we're going to have 4 sets of these per square section. 4 sets on one side, so really 8 sets if we really wanted to go super detailed with this stuff. But, you know, you got to ride the line between prepared and unrealistic. The line of verisimilitude for this settlement. It makes sense that they would have a significant amount of overstock, but not, you know, the warehouse is completely full, like a lot of settlement building games would do. Gotta ride that line very carefully. Brilliant. Okay, we have to do that on the top floor as well. Ugh. Alright, we might as well get the top floor stuff taken care of now, so that I don't have to keep thinking about it later. Get these guys handled. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. We're close. We're so close. Just finish up. Come on. Not that bad. All right, I like that. We'll do a little bit. We'll do a little bit on this wall here. Just actually no, we won't. Why? Because we need one of these carts to be available, the flatbed carts. So I'll place a couple flatbed carts over here. I said a couple. I guess I meant 4. I don't know. All right, half an hour left. Half an hour left, and we've got a bunch more crates to place. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna try and place the set of 5 crates first before I worry about placing all the rest of the crates on top of that set. We're going up to 7 crates tall. On this section, starting here. We'll go the 5 first. Come on, we're close. We're close here. Also, we need to go in, and label all the different checkpoints. That's another thing we gotta do here. Alright, cool. Yeah, if I were to go any higher or have any more in there, it would kind of just look like, oh, I guess there's no struggle in anything ever, I guess. Okay. Sure. It'd feel a little too mass-produced in that case. For the sake of environmental storytelling, I'll place one of you guys there. One of you back here. Have those two stationed there. Place a couple crates on each. And then we need to set up a table and some samples. A table and some samples. All right, great. Now we'll go ahead and place a couple samples, and then we'll need the garage door. But I think that'll be all, other than naming things. That should be basically everything. Yeah, I should find another place to put the the water pumps. I know, I really should. I really should. But we'll see. We'll see. Kitchen and dining, food. Go all the way back here. There we go. I have some samples laid out. We'll set up a little testing area. Couple of melons. Jamaica Plains grows some nice melons. And then some razor grain samples as well. Where would I get that? That would be farther down this way. Yes. It's wild razor grain, but it's razor grain. That's the important bit. Okay, cool. Now we're going to go chemistry and meds. Go equipment. Go ahead and make sure we've got a nice high-powered microscope at our disposal that we can tell, hey, look, we've got, you know, whatever microorganisms floating around in here. Here's what we suggest for next time, sort of thing. Great, let's go ahead and get a little beaker. Now, chemistry jar actually, yeah, we'll go... Nope, that's too small. Alright, that should not actually be able to stand there, so never mind, I won't place that one. What about you? You also shouldn't be able to stand on there. There we go. Something with an actually wide glass base that can stand where it needs to. Okay. Now we'll go for a surgical tray and some tools as well. To cut up the samples and everything. No, not bandage scissors. Bandage scissors are useless in this scenario. Bandage scissors barely cut cloth. All right, cool. Yeah. Little sample, testing and sample station, so we can see. Oh, okay, we've got these. You know, maybe there's a parasite. Maybe different herbicides work differently. All that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and place some lights in here. Not too much, but some. And there'll be, we will do the fan system. We do want to make sure that our temperature-controlled zone stays temperature-controlled to the best of our ability. Oh, how did I just float through that? Excuse me. What? That works? That shouldn't work. Shouldn't work at all, but okay. Well, that's plenty of light for this space. We don't need more than that. Not need more than that. Okay, cool. That looks great. I head back on over, get the garage door placed in. Make sure we put the name on the side of this. All right. All right, let's put a bunch of names and signs everywhere. We want decorations, signs, neon. We'll go yellow to match the Jamaica Plains sign. Oh no. Come on, let me... There we go. And then we'll go... I think we'll just go white for the second the Sharecropper farms. Or Sharecropper farm. Share. Come on. Oh, we're so close. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Ugh, come on. So close. E. There we go. I know you're lagging, but you can do this. Sharecropper. Every time. It's going to be a long name. It's going to be the Sharecropper Farm Warehouse. All right, Jamaica Plains Sharecropper Farm Warehouse. All right, 17 minutes. 17 minutes. Okay, we'll put up the signs now. Oh boy, okay. You want to be difficult, I see. We'll go over to here. Beautiful. Checkpoint A. We'll do the same sign. We don't have room to do the same sign over here, do we? Darn. Okay, that's fine. We technically only need the sign on one section. Good. Good. Man, this town is filling up quick in terms of all the building. I say quick. It's not quick at all. This is episode 53. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for 159 hours. 159 hours. That's a bit much for most people. And I wouldn't blame them either. Checkpoint B. Got 2 more checkpoints, C and D. All right. I'm still looking for names for a few of the different places we've got here. For instance, I would love a name for the hotel that we have here. I've got a couple of ideas. I've got them written down, and I like some of them. But, you know, we've still got some time. I'd like to give some, an opportunity for more people to get their names submitted for the different hotels, or rather different, not hotels, there's only one hotel, for the different buildings that we have yet to name. A few more ideas would be nice. And checkpoint D. Alright, cool. Cool. Technically, I know checkpoint D is the first one we built, but I don't know. It's checkpoint D. Nothing too crazy about it. It's just checkpoint D. I'll have to put the letter on this side, I guess. Oh well. There we go. Checkpoint D. Awesome. Okay. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. We've got, I mean, all the big things taken care of. All the big things. Other than this section, which, you know, I want to turn into a nice park. We've got pretty much everything else taken care of. I need to put some more houses, but none of the major structures need to be messed with, which is nice. Let's see. We've got the town hall, the post office, the police station, the Minutemen garrison, the medical center, the courthouse, a hotel, well, a motel, but you know, a hotel, travelers. We've got 2 restaurants, the Big 50 and the Fourth Rail. We've got Fallon's, we've got public occurrences, we've got a general store, we've got the hen house, the grocery store, and we've got an armor shop, weapon shop. Yeah, we've got all the got all the big things. All the stores that we might need, we've got them placed, which is very nice. Got them all taken care of. Okay, we've got we've got this diner over here, which again I don't have a name for. But we've got 8 minutes. I could do a little bit more decoration on the interior here, you know, just a little bit. There's not much to do, really. Is there? No, actually, there isn't anything to do. There's nothing to do. This cooking stove is an actual settlement object cooking stove, so I can't place anything on there. The best I could do would be to try and place some of the kitchen stuff around it. Yeah, some of the kitchenware around it. Basically, that's the best we could do at this point. There's not a lot to it. Not a lot left, anyway. Yeah. This is an actually usable stove. Grab ourselves a large saucepan. Go ahead and put a cooking pot back here as well. And this is a diner, you know, burger joint, that kind of stuff. We're not gonna be serving too many different types of things, but there's gonna be some variety involved. Yeah, I didn't put any place settings here, but that's because most of the seating there's no place settings I can put, so I'm just not too worried about it. Not too worried about it on that end. But whoever's sitting here can watch the process, the diner process. We'll go ahead and put in a kitchen scale to make sure that, you know, everything's approximately the same weight when it's made. That'll be useful. I'll put the kitchen scale over here probably. Yeah, that works better. We'll go for a toaster and a bread box. Where's the bread box gonna be? I mean, I know we've passed over I know where like the bread box is in the actual tab. I mean, where am I gonna put it? Probably not too far from the toaster itself. Then over here we'll place some coffee tins. And a coffee pot. Beautiful. All right, does that cover all the bases? Yeah, that definitely covers all the bases. All right, cool. Cool, we got that taken care of. But yeah, besides that, there's not really anything else to do with the diner except to name it and put an NPC in here. Even know what coloration the lettering has to be. It's got to be red. It's got to be red. Oh, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay, the diner's going to be an In-N-Out ripoff. We're just going to do that. We're just going to do an In-N-Out ripoff. That's perfect. That's perfect. Every game's got some kind of In-N-Out ripoff, right? That'll be funny. Well, it's not going to be In and Out. It's not going to be Up and Atom because that's the GTA version. It's going to be What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's not In and Out. I mean, you know, we've got to have some phrase. In and Out, Up and Atom. It's an In and Out ripoff. I'm not just gonna name it In and Out ripoff diner. That's funny, but I'm not gonna do it. Enter and exit. That'd be funny. In and out. Enter and exit. You know what? We're just going to be very on the nose about it. We're going to go Up and Down Diner. We're going to go Up and Down Diner. Yeah, we're just going to be as on the nose about this as possible. Why? Just because it's funnier that way. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, 9. We've got 9 characters on the board there. Okay. Right, well then how might I modify this? Okay, 17. 17 is the magic number. over here. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I love that. I love that so much. That's great. That's beautiful. The up and down diner. All right. Well, our focus, of course, was the sharecropper stuff, so I won't worry about that. Our big focus for today was the sharecropper stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure our screenshot reflects that. Or screenshots, maybe. I don't know. I might have to combine a couple screenshots for this one. Yeah, it makes the most sense that I'd combine some screenshots instead of just using one. We'll take one from this angle. Also, we're going to do a couple saves here. No, not load. Imagine. Imagine. I just lose all of our progress again. Ugh. Okay. We'll go for you as our first screenshot. That way I can take just the face of that building if I really need to. And we'll show how it looks all back here. All right, nice. Nice. We'll combine those two into the thumbnail for the episode. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we are definitely over time now, aren't we? Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out here. It means the world to me that you guys would continue to be interested in my stuff. It's pretty fun for me, but we're getting close to the point where we're almost done with Jamaica Plains. We've basically just got houses to build now, and we're going to continue to build as many of those on stream as we need to. But I'm not gonna wait to build them on stream. You know, if I build a couple of them off stream, okay, that's fine. What that means is that it just gets us closer to finishing up the settlement, so I can make the tour video for you guys. That's all that means. After this settlement is completed, as I've said a couple times before, after the settlement's done, we're going to take 2 streams off, play something else, just sort of decompress from all the fallout. I don't want to have to think about more placement of settlement objects if I don't have to, but it'll just be 2 streams, and then we'll be back with another settlement. I'm almost certain it's going to be Croup Manor. I'm deciding between Croup Manor and the Boston Airport. Yeah, deciding between both of those right now. They're both smaller settlements. If I don't, whichever one I do, I'll do the other one next. But yeah, deciding between those two right now. We're gonna take a couple episodes a couple streams just to decompress. But beyond that, we're gonna continue all the Fallout stuff, all the settlement builds until we have no more settlements to build. Could be a year from now, could be 2 years from now, could be 6 months from now. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like. We are on 50 episodes now, and two-thirds of those episodes have just been Jamaica Plains. Jamaica Plains is not the largest settlement we have, and 2/3 has just been Jamaica Plains. It'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what all that looks like. We'll see what all that looks like and how it works, but that's for another time. Right now, what I'm here to say is thank you all so much for watching. If you've been watching live and you aren't already, consider leaving a follow. yeah, leaving a follow. Consider following me here on Kick. You'll be notified as soon as I go live next. If it's not 4:30 Central, it'll be you'll be notified a bunch of ways, but in general, it's 4:30 Central. If you are watching on the VODs channel, first, thank you very much for doing so. Consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing, as well as turning on your notification bell so you'll know exactly when the next settlement, when the next stream, the stream VOD or settlement tour is uploaded. You can see I'm very tired. It's been a long day over here. I'm a little tongue-tied as well. Don't know why. But yeah, you'll know as soon as the next VOD is uploaded, and the next settlement tour video is completed, uploaded. Other than that, you'll find in the description of each of my VODs the list of all of the settlement mods that I'm currently using, updated whenever I go ahead and whenever I go ahead and update the my own settlement mods list. It's not all 250 mods that I use. It's just the settlement ones, which is about 53 or 54, somewhere around there. You'll also find links to my other social media pages, my Instagram, where you can see some of my photography, if that's something you're interested in. My Twitter, if you want to get manual notifications as to every time I go ahead and stream. And as well as my two other YouTube channels, my main channel, which is just my name, and the CN Speaks channel, which is my third channel. That's for other types of content, you know? If I want to go on a rant about a thing, if I want to talk about something that interests me, but I don't want to have to put a month's worth of editing into the thing, I just want to talk about it and be as eloquent as I can in a very flow of consciousness sort of scenario, then that's what that channel's for. Got some videos planned for that channel, but nothing immediate. All the videos I want to make, I have to wait until the thing they're associated with actually comes out. So we'll see. I'm sure I'll think of a couple other things to put up there, but that's the case for now. The last thing is in the description of each of those VODs. You will also find ways you can support me monetarily. I'm not going to sit here and list all of the great things that brings with it, because at the end of the day, you know, it's a way for me to make a living doing something that I love, and that's the gist of it. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to do so. The fact that you've watched it all is more than I expected, so thank you for doing so. If you are interested, obviously there's ways to do so, but yeah, I think that's everything. Sorry, taking a day off, jumping back on after a day, especially a very long day that I had yesterday, and the long day I've had today. It's a lot. It's a lot jumping back on, like jumping on a bike after not having used one for a while. It can be a little wobbly, but we're back, we're ready, and we're gonna continue tomorrow. So what I'm trying to say is thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, or whenever you're watching this. I'll see you guys next time, approximately the same bat time, which is 4:30 Central, definitely the same bat channel. Have a good one.